Raining on the back to back. They like, no, he didn't. This ain't my first time starting over gritting. Cause we blow them bitches. You know, really ticking. Can we pull the chicken? I don't know these bitches. I put up on the dripping. I'm coming to the show with Blicky. You gotta have your ass strapped on if you rollin' with me. With no soda, hey, when I bag, I'm the first to touch it. That shit hurt me, brother. I had the perkies poppin'. With the businesses. Yup, we back with another one. I said we back with another one. I got another story time for y'all. Everybody was feeling the last one. You feel me? Let's not run it back. Why not? So dig. Check it out, man. The last story, when I told about me buying my first car, crazy story. If y'all missed the first one, just go ahead, like, subscribe, and go check out more content, the other content. But anyway, so in the story, I started off being locked up. Then at the end of the story, I ended up being locked up. So like in my 20s, I stayed locked up. Shit. From like 17 to in my 20s, I just was in and out. Little small shit, nothing serious though. So this story time, I'm gonna tell y'all about the first time I ever got locked up and did a bid. So it was back in 99 when Cash Money was taking over for the 99. It was back in 99, I was 17. So me and one of the homies, we in the projects, you know. And one of the OGs had let me use her apartment for the night. She had ducked off, she was with her husband, she was for the night with her husband, so she gave me the keys, like you can chill. Now she was like a friend of the family. Our families was friends. So she let me get the keys, so me and my homie chilling. I think it's like a Friday night. It's like 3 parties going on all around the west side. So we like, man, we got the spotlight. We need to get to this party so we can get some girls, bring them back to the projects. So I come up with this brilliant idea. Boom, we got the keys. We got her car. Let's just take the car to the party real quick, find some little jellies, shoot back to the projects. So he down. Now my compadre, my homie who I was with, he with all the bullshit, all the shenanigans. If you come up with a plan and there's something negative, he with it. So he like, cool. I'm like, all right, you gonna drive? He like, all right, I drive. The thing was, her niece had stayed in a next complex next door, and the parking lot was next to her apartment building. So we had to sneak, and they had a lot of traffic going in and out. So we had to maneuver, get in the parking lot, and get out of there real quick. We make it past. We hop in the car. He take off. He hit the gas. He boom up on the grass, and I'm like, no, get on the street, make wide turn. This fool don't even know how to drive. So I'm like, damn. All right, it's cool. I can drive. Boom, I hop in the car. You know, I have been driving since I was 15. You know, renting G-Rides. Every car that came through the hood, I tried to rent. I taught myself how to drive. So now we mobbing. We shoot to the party. Ain't nothing cracking. We shoot to the next party. Ain't nothing cracking. We shoot to the last party. Ain't nothing cracking. Like, if everybody from all 3 parties would have been at one party, then it'd have probably been shaking a little bit, but it wasn't nothing. So we finna head back to the projects. On the way down the street, I happen to see my little brother, and I see 2 of the other Edgewood affiliates with him. They like, we trying to go to the parties, go to the parties. I'm like, all right, hop in, I'll take y'all. Boom, shoot them to the one party, same thing, ain't nothing cracking. Shoot them to the other party, ain't nothing cracking. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to drop y'all off. We got to get back, you know what I'm saying, down the way before we get hot. So he like, all right, can you stop by the store and grab me some miles? I'm like, all right. I go up in the store, I grab me some miles. So I'm on my way back down the street to drop them off at the party. And as I'm coming down, it's a police car coming this way. But I don't think nothing. But it's kind of getting dark now, and the lights don't work on the car, but I didn't know the lights ain't work. But it's not dark, but it's dark. It's getting dark enough to where you should have your lights on. So as I'm coming towards the police, they turn their sirens on and like try to cut me off. And I don't know, my adrenaline just rushed and I maneuvered through it. And next thing I know, I didn't hit a corner. I'm smashing out. I'm just hitting corners. Now, I can't see. I ain't got no glasses, but I don't see no lights behind me, but I still feel like they behind me, so I'm hitting corners. I'm smashing. Boom. Hit a couple corners. Bow, hit a car. Run up on the porch. All 5 of us jump out, start running. Everybody just scattered everywhere. So a couple of us ended up at the party that was close to where we were. So now I'm like, dang, I know I done messed up. But I'm kind of like, I'm happy my brother didn't get caught with me. Because then I would have had to face my mom, and I'd rather face them folks than to face my dukes. I ain't even bullshitting. I was happy he got away. But we left our drugs in the lady's house, like, because we was out sliding. We was on another mission, so we just left the drugs in the house. So I'm like, dang, I got to go back and get the keys and try to make it back down to the projects to get the work out the house before they find that out, too. I don't know. This is what I'm thinking at 17 years old. Just turned 17. So they send another homie, one of the acquaintances with me, like, let him go with you, and y'all dip up there. Because I feel like they don't know where the car at, but my drilling was just rushing. I'm like, come on, let's go. And on my way up the hill, a car coming down here, a police car. And Officer Mel, man, one of them, Officer Mel, he like one of them hood cops. He's always chasing dudes down, always making arrests, all like, he be on his job. But he jump out, slam me. What do you run from us for? Boom! I'm like, damn. Like, I saw your brother walking down the street. Was he with you? I'm like, nah. He like, oh, well, it don't matter as long as we got you. So I ended up getting caught. You know, they sent me to the DH. I had never been locked up before. I think I had been in the little holding for like a couple hours till my mom came and got me, but I had never been in there. So I ended up going to court. I ain't know nothing about the court system. I ain't know you supposed to plead not guilty until you found guilty or take a plea bargain. I just know I did it. I got caught. Fuck it, I'm guilty. So when I went in there, I pled guilty. They had charged me with like 3 charges. It was like a fled with intent to harm and 2 other charges. So the judge like, 6 months for this charge, 6 months for this charge, 6 months for this charge. I was like, is you serious? Like, damn, that shit did not come out like I thought it was gonna come out. And, I dropped a tear like, damn. But come to find out, it was just, they ran 2 of the 6 months concurrent. So I only ended up with a year. And they sent me to Tico for a year, 1999. Shout out to the homie Two Gun Tommy. He I had met him in the DH, and I think he had cut my hair, and he was just telling me little shit like the expect when I go down, because I had never been in the DH, let alone locked up in the DYS, the little teenage prison. So he was telling me little shit. He had already been down before, and then he ended up going back down, and we linked back up in the one camp, and then we went to our main camp, and there wasn't many dudes there from the city. You know, it was just me, him, a couple other dudes, but he really like showed me the ropes. That was like my best friend up in there. That was my nigga and shit. And he was turning me up, and I learned a lot from dude in that little year. And we was in there. We was cellies for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then they had us in the dorm where 8 people. Oh, that shit was treacherous. And then I'm talking about non-stop fighting, wrestling, playing. Just, you wasn't getting no sleep in that motherfucker. Even if it wasn't you know what I'm saying, involved in the activities, like, you wasn't getting no sleep. But, you know, I ended up getting out in 2000. Now, remember, 99 was the Y2K. So, all the power was supposed to shut off. Things was supposed to get reset. It was supposed to be this big thing. And it was my 18th birthday. My birthday is January 1st. You know what I'm saying? So I turned 18 in 2000, Y2K. It was crazy. I've been in there, didn't nothing happen. But, you know, I ended up getting out. I was 18, a grown man. And I say, I want to say a few months after I got out, I caught an assault case, got locked up in the county for 6 months. They did me crazy on that one. I was only out for a couple months too. I was like, damn, I had just got me a girl. She had a nice little spot. We had a spot in project. She had her spot down. It was cracking. You know what I'm saying? Got locked up. But yup, that's story time. Man, go ahead, like that thing up, share that thing, hit the bills, do it all. It don't cost nothing, man. Just go ahead and turn your boy up. And I'll holler back at y'all with more content, so stay in tune. Peace out.